city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls. Here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready? You ready? Pull together. Hey, kill!
On first down, Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 75 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Prescott to throw it. That's out to Hill, right side complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I don't know. You talking about Von Miller?
Already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Get him out of here. That's what you get for running the same play over and over again.
The give is to Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive
guy's
run,
cheese.
you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Give me that. That's what you get for cheesing.
It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This guy is cheese.
Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make
Give me those. That's what you get.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker,
Easy to read.
Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. Shotgun now for Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees, his second touchdown pass here in the opening.
Yeah, I'm playing this dude right now on the wild card. I'm in a league where they have damn near no rules. This guy just breaking air, doing everything cheesy.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here come the Cowboys. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
That's what you get for cheesing.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lutz to try to end the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Prescott on first down, and that's Elliott, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Push him back. Push him back.
On second down, Elliott able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Prescott. And almost intercepted. That would have been his third pick in this game alone. Instead, fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on fourth. Now Prescott on fourth down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Saints will have the football back. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Breeze now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it's going to be second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Kill. Defense, our time. It's our time. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let it take.
Breeze will try again on second down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. 15 yards on the play, first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. He's going to rifle one. It's caught at the 10. 36 yards on the play. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. A yard deep.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 58 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got it. 53. Check 48 to Mike.
Play action. Breeze. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
11.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Check 47. I got you.
To throw is Prescott. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Prescott now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
48 for Mike.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Thomas, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. Base. 5-8.
Mike 48.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Watch this.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Ready, you ready?
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, look.
We go 21.
48 right now. Let's go. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Hey, easy. 5. Ready, catch.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. You're not ready. You're not ready.
The final shot before half for Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Von Bell. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Tackles, tackles. Kill, kill, kill.
36, 36.
Check mine. Watching you 5. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Hey, Stu.
Line 55. Go, go, go.
5'9".
Rush in.
Tonight.
Now it's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. That'll bring up second down.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. 12. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Now Breeze. He's going to go for a big play down. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 41 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Prescott, and it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready. 5-9.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
5-1.
Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. 48.
47.
48. Mike.
Smooth.
Let's go. Mike, 48. Mike, 48.
Breeze now on first down. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Right now, let's go. I'm on.
Easy, opposite.
Check, 48.
Hey, wahoo.
The Mike. I'm here all day. 48 to Mike. Rip left.
Now Breeze. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Here we go.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. No chance. Mike.
Breeze going to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
To throw, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees turning back the clock. 5 touchdown passes for him on the afternoon. And the Saints are pouring it on. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big run that time by Elliott. 44 yards.
First down, Dallas.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check it back.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Again to Elliott. And an alley to run. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Cowboys.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
10th carry now for Elliott. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appered to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check, 47.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Kill.
Here we go. Go to 54. Wide.
On second down, it's Elliott. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The Cowboys on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Elliott. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now Elliott. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Come on, D. Hey, watch this, watch this.
Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point by Marr, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
5-9.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Breeze is looking to throw. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
48 the mic.
Hey, orbit.
48 mic. 48 mic.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
We go 47.
47's the mic. Is the mic. Let's go.
26.
First down, Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Here we go. 4-8.
Check my 47.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Here we go. Kill.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Hey, what?
26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And again, it's Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the